take off a little bit of time, maybe have a kid or something, and then come back and fight some more?
Doesn't mean I'm not going to have time for the other kids, but it does mean that I have a new baby and I have to focus and give that baby my undivided attention.
Where's the light-skinned girls who think they just so pretty and just because they born light-skinned that they just all that they can come on people's shit talk?
Best friend, I talk to him about everything, you know, and when like the time is right, you know, people want details of how long we...
Remy Ma is out here throwing serious shade at Claressa Shields again, and now people are wondering, is it just pure jealousy, or is she actually calling out some real drama? Word on the street is that Claressa might be trying to lock Pap down with a baby. Yep, some folks are saying this might be her move since marriage is off the table. See, Remy made it super clear. She's not signing them divorce papers anytime soon, and if she did, she'd have to cough up some serious cash and alimony. So could a baby be Claressa's only way to keep Pap close? Rumors are already swirling that she might be pregnant. And just when it felt like things couldn't get any wilder, boom! Remy is out here spilling tea and flipping the whole situation upside down. It's a straight-up mess. Pap and Claressa have been moving fast, real fast. They're hitting red carpets, stacking up bookings together, and showing up like a power couple. And now, Claressa's been dropping little clues that she's stepping away from boxing to focus on other things. Other things? Come on now, what else could that mean? With how she's been moving lately, the streets are fully convinced she's already expecting, and let's be honest for a sec, if that's true. Somebody better go check on Remy because she might have just lost Pap for real. While she's still hanging in this half-on, half-off situationship, Pap and Claressa are out here living it up like it's already official.
I love him. I love having his support, you know what I'm saying? His support is like very, very different from what I've had in the past, and how he speaks to me and stuff is very different. There you go. We deserve each other.
So remember back in December when Remy Ma went full-on expose mode and dropped those private messages between Papoose and Claressa? She really thought she was about to shut everything down, but instead of causing chaos, it just brought them closer. Papoose had been keeping things low-key for a while, but once Remy aired it all out, people actually started rooting for him and Claressa even more. Meanwhile, Claressa was stressing hard. She had a movie deal on the table, major sponsorships, and some big-time PR moves coming her way, and her team was panicking. They were like, this drama ain't the look. But guess what? The public flipped the script. Folks were out here saying Pap finally woke up and left Remy, and good for him. They were calling Claressa an upgrade. Remy thought she was exposing them, but really, she played herself. Papoose didn't fold, he leveled up. And honestly, people are loving it for him. But Remy, she did not see that coming. She thought she was about to stir the pot, but the only thing that got served was a big slice of humble pie. Ever since then, crickets. No subliminals on Instagram, no slick bars in her music. Just silence. Meanwhile, Pap and Claressa are outside living loud. They don't care who's watching, they're giving straight power couple vibes. From matching jackets at the Knicks game to boot-up selfies on a Valentine's getaway in Hawaii, they're out here flexing. Tim's on, smiles out, and making it clear they're locked in and unbothered. Let's not forget when Pap showed up at Claressa's fight against Danielle Perkins, rapping like she was the star of a whole sports movie. And honestly, she is. They're not keeping anything low anymore. Claressa even posted a video of them dancing, goofing off, and just vibing like two people who are genuinely into each other. And let's talk about her glow. She's shining. You can tell when a woman's stress-free, living good, and feeling loved. That's Claressa all day right now. And for anyone who thought she wasn't paying attention to all the noise online, think again. She came through and confirmed it all. Her and Pap are solid. She even posted the love y'all show me and said Pap is cool as F. Yeah, they're living it up and the public is definitely riding with them. Meanwhile, Remy Ma is out here looking real thirsty. And not in a cute way. Word on the street is she tried to hit Pap up recently, talking about working things out and trying to get the family back on track. But Pap, he shut that down fast. Imagine holding someone down while they're locked up for 6 years, being the definition of loyalty, and then getting played by them like it was nothing, especially over somebody like Easy the Block Captain, and then acting like you did nothing wrong. Please. Pap's not with the back and forth. He's standing 10 toes down with Claressa now. And honestly, can you blame him? Now here's the real gag. Remy knows she fumbled the bag when it comes to Papoose. Let's just keep it real. Pap was the blueprint for a solid man. He stayed faithful, held Remy down while she was locked up, stayed focused on family, and never once embarrassed her out in these streets. But instead of protecting that kind of loyalty, Remy got way too full of herself. She had no reason to move the way she did, but she did. She got messy, stepped out, and lost the only man who truly had her back. Now she's on the sidelines, watching Pap build something real with a woman who actually sees him and values him, and that's the truth. Claressa's not just in love, she's in deep, and she's not hiding it either. In a recent live stream, Claressa was glowing while talking about Pap. She said they deserve each other and called him the best man she's ever been with. She didn't hold back. She went on about how he truly gets her, how they talk every single day, and how he's a sweetheart who deserves nothing but the best. And in her words, she is the best. Now that's how you hype up your man. Then boom, Claressa pops up on the Tamron Hall show, still singing the same love song. She said Pap is a dream come true, called him secure, supportive, and said he's giving her that real ride or die energy, and she's loving every second of it. And baby, she wasn't done yet. She kept it real and said, the way Pap talks, he's just a good man, super humble, smart, and yeah, we all know he can rap his heart out, but most of all, he's supportive. But then she hit us with that line. She said, with me being a strong woman with talent and a powerful jab, I need a man who can handle all that and not get scared by my shine. And Pap, he's that guy.
Enjoy us together without the eyes for other people having to judge. You know, people saying stuff like, well, I've heard a lot of good things, you know, and because I can read too.
Phew. The shade toward Remy in that statement was loud because everybody knows Pap supported Remy for years, stood by her through thick and thin, and she took that love for granted. Now, he's finally getting the love and respect he always deserved, and Claressa's making it crystal clear she's not letting him go. But here's where it gets extra spicy. This ain't no quick fling. Claressa and Pap are moving like this thing is the real deal. And now, Claressa just dropped a major update. She's taking a break from boxing after her next 2 fights to focus on other things. People are raising eyebrows like, hold up, what other things? She's on top of her game, dominating the boxing world. Why would she pause now unless something major is happening behind the scenes? The streets are buzzing, and plenty of folks are convinced that Claressa might already be pregnant. And this ain't the first time those rumors popped up. Jada Davis, who's been linked to boxer Tony Harrison, came through with a straight-up bombshell. She's claiming that one of Claressa's former trainers told her something wild, and now the internet is running with it. Jada Davis came in hot, claiming that Claressa was actually pregnant during her 2023 rematch with Hannah Gabriels, the same fight where Claressa dominated and walked away with a clean, unanimous win. Now everybody's like, wait, what? That had folks doing double takes all over social media. In a recent video, Jada didn't bite her tongue. She straight up said she fought Hannah Gabriels while pregnant and didn't tell nobody.
People say it's lonely at the top, but damn, this lonely?
Boom, just like that, social media lit up. Fans, critics, even boxing insiders started weighing in. Some are saying Jada's just chasing attention, but others are like, hold up, what if she's actually telling the truth? And honestly, it kind of adds up. If Claressa and Pap can't get married right now because Remy still refuses to sign those divorce papers, then what's the next power move? A baby! That could be their way of building something solid while waiting for that legal drama to clear. People always say it's lonely at the top, but this type of lonely? Whew. Remy's out here looking real lost right now. She really thought she could spin the block and get Pap back, but that ship has sailed. She fumbled a man who worshipped the ground she walked on, and now he's out here thriving with Claressa. And if there is a baby in the mix, it's officially a wrap. The real question now is, how long before Remy starts acting all the way out? Because we all know she's not going out quietly. Let's not forget, Remy's got a serious past. She went to prison before, and if she starts feeling pressed again, things could get wild real quick. Let's hope it doesn't go there. I'm just saying, remember when Claressa was talking big about wanting to fight Remy? That whole boxing match that never happened? Yeah, people were hyped for that face-off, thinking it could really go down. Claressa was all the way with it, ready to throw hands. But surprise, surprise, it never went down. And now that she's got Papoose locked in, Don't be shocked if Remy starts scheming on something messy to get back in the mix. And let's not forget, 50 Cent stepped into the drama. Yep, 50 actually warned Claressa to be careful about getting caught up with Remy. And if 50's chiming in, that's no joke. He doesn't speak on stuff unless it's serious. So if he's telling Claressa to watch her back, then best believe this beef could flip from Instagram shade to real-life smoke. Fast. See, this whole Claressa versus Remy mess isn't just random. Word on the street is Remy's always had tension with women who had kids with Pap before she did. And honestly, that might be why you've never really seen them in the spotlight. It's giving real keep it quiet to dodge the drama energy. Think about it. We've seen tons of rappers and celebs co-parent out in the open, but when it comes to Pap's other kids, total silence. No family posts, no shout-outs, nothing. Now with this whole Claressa situation heating up, people are starting to connect the dots. Did Remy have a pattern of making life tough for Pap's other baby mamas too? Because if so, this goes way deeper than anyone thought. Most folks only know about the daughter Papoose and Remy had together, but before her, Pap already had a whole squad of kids. Dejanai Mackey, born November 1997, is his daughter with ex-Yvette Lashley. Then there's Jameer Mackey, born April 1999, Yvette's son too. And Destiny, born in September 2000, came from a totally different relationship. Now yeah, these kids were in the picture way before Remy came around, but word is, she wasn't exactly rolling out the red carpet. Rumors say Remy wasn't too thrilled about Pap's other kids and definitely wasn't stepping into the loving stepmom role. Folks claim she's been making things difficult behind the scenes for years. And here's where it really gets messy. While Remy's been out here throwing shade at other women, her own son is knee-deep in legal drama. He's currently facing trial over a shooting situation, and people are side-eyeing the whole thing. Like they say, the apple don't fall far from the tree. So while she's allegedly beefing with Pap's exes and feeling some type of way about Claressa, maybe she needs to focus on what's happening in her own house. With all the chaos going on, it makes sense why Remy is clinging so tight to Papoose. But let's be real, that ain't just love, that's competition. Another baby? Another woman in Pap's life? That shifts everything.
Narrow down. Are you serious? That's not your name, bro.
Yes, it is.
Whether it's attention, time, or resources, adding a new child into the mix changes the whole dynamic. And Remy? She's not trying to let that happen, not without a fight. Let's not act brand new. Allegedly, Remy's always had issues with Pap's other baby mamas. So this ain't just about Claressa, it's part of a pattern. People been saying Remy's made it her mission to make sure nobody gets too close to her man or even her ex-man. And now that Claressa might be pregnant, you know Remy's feeling some type of way, because if Claressa really is expecting, everything changes. Let's break it down. Remy still won't sign those divorce papers, which means Claressa can't marry Pap. So what's the next best way to keep him close? A baby. And honestly, that might be exactly what Claressa's doing. If she can't lock him in with a ring, locking him in with a baby could be her power move. That way, no matter what happens with the paperwork, she's always got that bond with Pap. But here's the twist. Remy allegedly doesn't believe any of it. She thinks Claressa is capping, faking the whole pregnancy just to keep Pap tight and close. And let's be real, the timing is interesting. Claressa's been dropping hints about retirement, saying she's only got 2 fights left before she hangs up the gloves. And what happens when a fighter retires? They've got way more time at home. And guess who's gonna be right there with her? Pap! From Remy's view, the whole situation might look strategic. Real or fake, accident or plan, she might see it all as a calculated setup, and whether she's right or wrong, one thing's for sure, and 2 things for certain. This drama is far from over. This drama is just heating up. And you already know it's about to get even messier. So here's the real question. Do you think Remy Ma might actually be on to something? Or is she just getting territorial now that Pap's moved on? Is Claressa really trying to lock him down with a baby? Or are people just twisting the whole thing up? And the biggest question of all, if Remy still won't sign those divorce papers, is she low-key holding on to Papoose, hoping for a comeback? Or is it just about control now? Let's get into it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and tell us what you think is really going on. And while you're here, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss the next drop of this wild tea. Also, go ahead and check out the next video on your screen because trust us, we are just getting started with this saga. See you on the next one.